Alrighty, what's up everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, back with another Planet Coaster 2, just kind of like an analysis of another speed build that they did. So I just posted my Viking speed build. I was a little late on that, and of course the next day they decide to drop the Mythology Theme speed build. So I'm curious if they're going to do a resort and a Planet Coaster one as well, and do it one for all the themes. But we have a Mythology and Viking speed build, and they also did a aquatic a while back as well. So we have 3 of the 5 themes with some speed builds. And I actually really like these videos a lot because you get to see a lot of those pieces. And I'm also very excited for the water. You'll see in this clip quite a few times as well. They have like this little river, and the water looks so good. This is still alpha footage as well, so we're going to keep that in mind as well. But let's go ahead and get into it and kind of watch through it. But you can see we have the Mythology theming speed build. We have like clips of like Medusa, excuse me, and then all of these amazing little statues that you can really customize. You can move them, the head, the arms around wherever you want. Really kind of pose them the way you want. But you see that water in the background with the waterfall. Looks pretty good. And like I see differences between shallow water and deep water. That's the biggest change, or the biggest difference I see from Planet Coaster 1 to Planet Coaster 2. It just, the water looks so much better when you have like shallow water from the deep. Look at that water in the background, and these pieces, these little awning pieces, I'm super excited for. You can resize them. They just look incredible. And then all the foliage pieces we have are just incredible. It's just insane. So that's about it for this little speed build video that they did. They did a lot cool themed top spin, flat ride, and then of course we get the mascot there as well at the end, giving us our first look at the Mythology theme. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and change the speed down so we can look at it pretty much frame by frame and kind of break this thing down. So you can see like this little entry archway, which is really cool for like if you want to make like a portal into this world, which is, I might actually take a little inspiration from this, because I am going to be doing like a Mythology themed area in my first big park in Planet Coaster 2. So I might do something like this. I like these pieces that kind of arch over like that, and just, yeah, taking some of that inspiration from actually Frontier, which is pretty crazy. Not something I thought I would say, because they've been on a roll with like actually with their scenery and building. It looks like you can build a lot of cool stuff pretty easily. So you have like these little rubble pieces here. You get a little look at that water. We'll get a better look at it later. It looks like they have, are those teacups? Yeah, they have another teacup ride, but in the Mythology theme. They like showing off the teacup ride. Then they're going to wrap a Medusa statue around it that does move, which I don't think you can resize. And then they have like a guest statue, which is kind of an interesting one. Stone guests. That's kind of interesting. I see the thing here because they're looking at Medusa. Medusa turns you to stone. So that's kind of a clever little thing there. That's pretty cool. You have Medusa. I definitely am going to be doing some sort of Medusa ride in my Mythology themed area for sure. Whether it's going to be a indoor ride, I kind of want to do some indoor rides for that park. It's going to be kind of like a Universal Epic Universe style park, so very heavily inspired by that. So, and then we have the Poseidon statue, where you can really change the sizing and really like do whatever kind of pose you want him to do, which is pretty awesome. You got his giant trident, which is awesome. And here's a good shot of that waterfall with this little body of water. Absolutely love this. It looks like they're using some rocks for the bottom, and just the texture of the water and the shallower water. It looks like legitimately some actual water. So that's pretty epic how they did that. It looks like waterfalls are gonna be about the same as they are in Planet Coaster 1, where you just place down the pieces and then they do it that way. I kind of wish you would have 2 bodies of water and then like you just click where you want them and then it automatically makes the waterfall. I wish, kind of like, I think that's how Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 was. It was something similar along those lines. So, but I love all the statues and all the ruins that you can do, and I think everything's recolorable. A lot of stuff's recolorable, but just the foliage in this game is like a huge upgrade from Planet Coaster 1. I love the foliage options that they have and the rock work, and they look fantastic. I'm very excited. And then we get a little piece-by-piece building here for this little kind of archway, which I don't think is the same as the... Then we get those like golden pieces, which look really, really good. I love these trim pieces as well, along with these. There's a lot of good pieces in this game, just in the base game, honestly, that you're going to be able to use for a lot of things. So a lot of people are complaining that there's only 5 themes, which I'm kind of one of those as well. I wish they did have the previous themes as well, but I think you're going to be able to use the pieces that they provide us. You're going to be able to do like all the different themes that you want. So but yeah, this is like the big arch, kind of like a grand entrance area to the area, which is really, really cool. I really like it quite a bit. So we're gonna do again a mythology theme, and then of course the these little canopy pieces. I love these pieces. I'm sure you're gonna be able to recolor them as well. And then they just take them in there. They grab the whole thing and scale it, I believe. After they get, I love these posts that go with them too, and you can see they have the little rings on them, make it look like they're holding them. So yeah, they kind of scale them up. That scaling is going to be a huge game changer, to easily, like, instead of having to do like a ton of. So let's take a look here. They're using the scenery brush. So instead of having to use like a ton of different size of pieces, they can just do one piece now, and you can scale it to whatever you want. They really don't have to do a ton of different, maybe 2 different ones, like if you want to have, because there are limits of how big and small you can go, but I think the range is big enough that it's just fine. So, but we take a look here. There's the teacup ride again. I love this little golden archway, like the little gate. It looks like a gate. Absolutely amazing looking, and we get some more water in here. A lot of good rock work and plants and everything. I love the shallow water over here. It looks so cool. It looks so good. And then we get a little bit of a better shot of the teacups here. You can see like the clouds that they put in here, which looks really, really cool. I love that. Absolutely amazing. I am so excited for this game, guys. We're less than a month. We're so freaking close. We're closer than ever before. Each second we get closer to the release of this game. I'm going to be playing it non-stop for multiple days. I already requested time off to make sure that I get, you know, kind of like my fix for it, because obviously I'm going to be in this game for so long, just exploring everything that we can do in the game. And I know I'm going to be wanting to rush into my big park that I want to build, but I want to make sure that I get everything down and really kind of learn the game first and foremost. But you can just see these speed builds that they're doing, man. I feel like they're... maybe it's just an illusion, but I feel like you can build really nice looking things within minutes. Like, I feel like it's going to be really quick and easy. It's just the kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Maybe I'm wrong, and I know they do a lot of cuts, but I feel like they build a lot of stuff very quickly. I know a lot of people are still complaining about the UI and the game, and with how many people are going on about that, a lot of the content creators, I can't tell for too much because I haven't been able to play the game like a lot of these content creators, and I trust their judgment, and when they say there's a problem with the UI, there's a problem with the UI. So I think it's because it's more, they kind of made it more universal so it works for console players easier, so they have an easier way of porting it over to console. But I know PC players are going to have a challenge with the way the UI is. And, you know, there's just a huge uproar right now. It's not like a deal breaker. It's not going to make the game awful or anything, but it is an issue that needs to be fixed, that all these content creators keep talking about. So, which I agree. I hope they get it fixed, and I'm sure with the amount of feedback Frontier is getting from this, that I'm sure they're going to be working on it. Even if it's not done by launch, I'm sure they're going to have an update at some point that fixes the UI, because they might not be able to fix it before launch day. They might try to, potentially, but, you know, I think it might be more of an update later down the line. I think they will do it, though. And then this awesome top spin. See, I would have, if it was me, I probably would have attached these rotating pieces, or these big these water wheels. I would have attached them to the moving platform so they move with the ride. Maybe they had some grid pieces in there and caused them not to be able to, but I would have had these rotate with it, with the ride. They do have that rotating with it. See that, which is pretty cool. The top spin looks really, really good in the game. Glad it's coming back. We're getting pretty much everything back from the first game in here. So the mascot's pretty fun too. Really, really like that. And that is the Planet Coaster 2 Mythology speed build. I'd imagine we're going to get a resort speed build too. I don't think we've gotten a resort speed build. We've got an aquatic, Viking, and mythology now. So, yeah. So this is like I love these little speed build videos. I really do, because I feel like they reveal more and more of the pieces that we're getting. Like this canopy here. I absolutely love this canopy. I'd imagine it'd be recolorable, and you can see that it is rescalable. I love that they're making like these little eating areas, but you can see these mythology benches as well. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I also still didn't see and miss. Like, I still find something new every time I go through these. You know, look at it, you got this little fence that kind of looks like a custom fence using wooden planks. I could be wrong there, but all these statues. I love the hedges, by the way. The hedges look so good. Love those hedges. But yeah, they are Frontier is knocking it out of the park with these speed builds. I love all the pieces that they're placing in, especially since we're not probably going to have like Theme Maker's Toolkit right away. So that's something to keep in mind. So it makes sense that we get all of those. But you see like this little river and everything. It's kind of like a little tiny mini river. And this is I'm not sure if we've seen this biome yet before either, but anyways, but let me know in the comment section, guys, what you guys are thinking about the mythology theme and the speed build. Do you want to see more speed builds, or would you guys rather see more other things, you know, such as like the coasters and stuff? Because they haven't showcased too much on coasters, a little bit, but not much. I think it'd be cool if they did some more speed builds of the coasters. They did do the wave coaster speed build, but I would like to see more of those. Like maybe if they did the multiverse coaster, or I think whatever it's called, that has the switch tracks. I would love to see like a speed build of that where they kind of utilize the switch tracks and maybe some other cool neat tracks as well. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Make sure you guys have a great day and a cooler tomorrow. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and goodbye.